Hi, I'm David Gant, your Buncombe County Commission Chair. The Buncombe County Commission had our first meeting for 2011 on January 4. Probably the highlight of the meeting, or one of the most important actions that was taken, was a report we got where the Buncombe County planning staff shut down and issued a stop work order on the Barrington Village retaining wall. Now this retaining wall is 88 feet high and it's right off Fairview Road. It was shut down based on a report that we received from another engineering firm besides the one who designed it, that basically said there are safety concerns, there are cracks, there are problems with it, and it may be unsafe. Folks, we've got an obligation to make things safe. We can debate about what looks good or what's aesthetically pleasing, but we can't debate about safety. This wall, that I call a monstrosity, is supposedly one of the largest walls in not just North Carolina, but in the United States of America. We have been told by one engineer firm that it is the largest retaining wall in our country. We can do better than that. We have a pretty place to live, but more importantly, it's got to be safe. So the stop order has been issued. We'll see what happens on that as things develop. There, of course, are appeal rights, but we are not going to let unsafe development happen in Buncombe County, whether it looks good or not. As far as the other business we did, we had another great land acquisition prospect. This land is it's 30 acres. It already has 2 miles of hiking trails on it. It's in the south end of the county where Mills Gap and Royal Pines development meet. The Collier family is going to donate a very sizable easement. We are going to help them apply for money, and we believe that in the future we're going to have 30 acres additional parkland in our Buncombe County inventory that people can hike and enjoy forever. And we're proud of that. We thank the Collier family for working with us, and we're going to do our part to make that happen. We also adopted a workforce rental housing incentive policy. That's a long way of saying we're going to make sure that people that work in Buncombe County have a chance to live here. Now, we've been told by a lot of workforce housing proponents that really rental is what's needed here. I've heard some friends that rent property that pay more than I do in mortgage payments, and that's not right. We can't control the free market. We can't make houses cost less. We can't make rents less. But what we can do, and what we're going to do with this policy, is give builders an incentive to build property that for the 15 years after it's built is affordable for people that are working class folks. We can't have a society that's just rich people in Asheville and everybody lives outside Buncombe County. That's not going to work. And so some of the specifics of this policy is that people can make up to 140% of the average median income. That's pretty high, and that opens the door for a lot of folks. It's not a welfare program, but it's a program for regular folks to have a chance to live within Buncombe County. To give you some idea, a 2-bedroom, the most the 2-bedroom would be, assuming that the people have an average income, would be $900. That's still a lot, but there are rents that are more than that out there. And the way we're going to do this is 2 ways. First of all, the builder has to build at least 50 affordable units. And what we do is they'll pay their property tax and we'll give them 85% of it back. Now that's part of the program. The other part of the program is that if they can show us that they've put in an investment between $5 and $10 million, they will get an additional incentive on top of that. Everything is geared toward making sure working people can live here and have a place to rent. So that's something we've been talking about, and we're doing that, and we need to keep doing it. Another issue we tackled at our January 4, 2011 meeting was we changed our naming rights. It used to be we couldn't name any building after a Buncombe County resident unless they had died. We don't think that's right. There are plenty of living people that we want to honor when they're still with us on earth. And so we changed the policy for that. We also are going to name rooms after people if they have the qualifications and we feel they've done exceptional service to Buncombe County. One other item of business on the January 11 agenda was we're going to actually close down the Register of Deeds office for a couple of days so that they can move from the courthouse to the old health department building. In the old days, every single government agency was put in the courthouse. And in the 1920s and early 30s when the courthouse was built, that was a wonderful concept. But of course, in the last 80 years, government's more complicated, there are more agencies. And so the commission has made a conscious decision to fix that courthouse up, to make it work, but it's going to be for the courts and judges. The clerk of court's going to be in there, and the clerk will move over to where the Register of Deeds is now. But Otto DeBrule, our wonderful clerk, has agreed to move, and we're going to make it work in the health department building. But the court is going to be for courts and for judges and clerks, and we are going to have a courthouse that will be around for the next 100 years. We're going to fix it up and take care of it. We're going to increase the number of floors that are available for offices, and we're going to build a brand new courthouse behind the existing courthouse, and that's going to make sure that this court continues to serve people for your lifetime and my lifetime. Those are the topics that came before us on January 4, 2011. I hope everybody had a good holiday, and I hope even more that you have a great 2011. I enjoy being your chairman, and thanks for listening to what I have to say, and have a great year. Thank you.